Hey there, everybody. Remember that I am out today. So you're going to have your independent assignment to go along with this video. So you'll notice that inside of the post where this video is, there is also a link to our Figma today. So what I want everybody to do is go ahead and open your Figma and get ready for the day. Okay. When you get our Figma open, you'll notice that you have editing rights and you guys know how to use this. So what I want you to do is everybody go over to our bell ringer. Okay. So today is Friday, January 12th, and your bell ringer today is some vocab review over some topics that we've been talking about. Okay. You're going to go around to each box that has an arrow, and you're going to add two keywords that make you know that you are doing this operation. So I went ahead and put some examples in there. So for addition, when I hear the words add, put together, or plus, I automatically know that I'm going to be adding. So you're going to add your two to that with a sticky note. Okay. Remember, at the bottom of your screen, you're going to see where you can add your sticky note, or you can just click S on your computer and it'll add yours to there. It already will have your name at the bottom, so I will know how to grade you accordingly. Okay. So for today's agenda, we're going to be working with our multiplying and dividing. Okay. This is with our rational numbers. Okay. We're going to put what we've learned to multiplying and dividing with similar figures. And we will be having some new vocabulary today, scaling up and scaling down, and scale factor. Okay, so we're going to start right here. Okay, you'll notice that we have one smaller square on the left, and you'll notice that both of their side lengths are 2. They're equal to 2. Now, normally when we work with these, you'll see us start working with inches, feet. There will be some type of measurement, but to keep things pretty vague for right now, we're going to start with just our side lengths of being 2. Okay. And then if you take a look over here at our next one, so we go from here to here, you'll notice that our side lengths are now 6. Our side lengths are now 6. Okay. So I want you guys to ask yourself a question. Ask yourself a question. When we go from 2 to 6, are we going up or down? Are we going up in value or are we going down? Okay. And since this is a lesson that you guys are watching, you guys can add your comments on the Figma and I will interact with you as soon as I get back from the weekend. All right, so let's take a look at a number line. And as a reminder, when we do our number line, we have, when we're counting up, we're going to the right. If we count down, we're going to the left. Okay, and I'm going to number one of these 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, we'll add another one, 7, and then I'm going to count down on this side, decreasing by 1 every time. Okay. And we're going to start at our starting point, which was 2. Okay. Now we're going to find our other number that we're increasing to, which is 6. Okay. And we need to know, are we going up in value or down? So it looks like we are going to the right 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Okay. So we're going to the right, which means we are going up. Okay. This means that we're going to have a scaling up model. Okay. When we scale up, This is a reminder. Scaling up, we multiply. Scaling down, we divide. Scaling up, we multiply. Scaling down, we divide. Okay? So it looks like since we're scaling up, we will be multiplying by some number. Some number. So now we need to know 2 times what number is equal to our new number that it increased to times 6. I'm sorry, equals 6. So 2 times what equals 6? Okay, for those of you guys that need help, remember you can always add your multiples over here. So we have 2, and then 2 times 2 is 4, and then we have 6, and then we have 8. Okay, so the number we're trying to get to is 6, which that was 2 times 1, 2, 3. So this is 2 times 3 equals 6. Okay. Once you get your value, you will then be able to determine what your scale factor is. Your scale factor is what you are going to increase or decrease by. Okay. Your scale factor is what you increase or decrease by. Okay, so the scale factor for this one, sometimes you'll see it SF for scale factor. So the scale factor for this one is 3. Okay, because we found that 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, what I want you to do now is I want you to pause this video and I want you to go ahead and jot these down in your notes. You guys do have a folder that you use, so you can pull up your vocabulary folder and add this to your vocab sheet. Okay, so pause the video and do that now. Okay, now remember, we have to go over a few examples to make sure that we understand the material. But notice that we have 8 over here and 6 here, right? 8 over here, 6 over here. We're just going to put them into a fraction. And if these are similar figures, they're going to be equal to one another. Well, 8 corresponds to this side, right? So that would be 24 here over. And then look, 6 does not have anything right here. It's blank. So that means that we have to find this value, which we could call X. We use X all the time, so don't let it scare you. Okay. All right. So when we're scaling, did we scale up? Did our shape get bigger, or did we scale down? Did it get smaller? Okay, so from 8 to 24, looks like we're going up. So it looks like we are going to be multiplying by some number. Okay, we are going to be multiplying by some number because we are scaling up. Remember, scaling up, we have to remember that we're doing multiplication. Okay, so 8 times what is 24? Okay, those 8s can be kind of hard, so I'm just going to make a list of all my 8s. 8, 16, 24, 8 times 1, 8 times 2, 8 times 3. So it looks like up here we multiplied by 3. So this is 8 times 3 equals 24. Okay, whatever you do to the top of a fraction, you have to do to the bottom. If we're going to be equivalent, we have to do the same thing. So what is 6 times 3? I'm just going to skip count by 6s. 6, 12, 18. There's my third one. So my X should equal 18. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to example 3. Okay, going over here to example 3. But what I want you to do is I want you to pause this video. I want you to pause this video, and I want you to attempt to see if this is an equivalent shape or a similar figure. Are they equal to one another? Okay. And tell me what your scale factor is. Okay. And that's something I forgot to highlight over here. So our scale factor on this one was 3 because we multiplied by 3. So this would be a scale factor, or SF, equal to 3. Okay, so sorry. I should have said that. We all mess up sometimes. So scale factor is 3. So now I want you to try this one here. All right, so if you need more time, I want you to pause the video. If you do not need more time, I want you to keep going and make sure and compare with us. Okay? So notice that our shapes are facing the right way. If they're equivalent, we know that this side right here that is 1 will go with this little spot right here, which is 2. This little slant right here that's 5 will go with this little slant right here that's 10. And then we're going to keep going around. The bottom over here, which is 12, will go with this bottom over here, which is 6. And then that leaves the other 2 to go with each other, the 4 and the 8. Okay, so we're just going to set up our fractions. Okay. And I'm just going to pick a random one. I'm going to use the green side. So let's see, 5 over here and 4. No, let's do 5 and 6 on this one. So 5 and 6. And if this is correct, they will be equal to one another. We need to know what our scale factor is. And then let's see, this side goes here with this 10 here. And then that 6 side corresponds with the 12. Okay. So my first question in my head is, when I go from one fraction to the other, so from here to here, am I going up or down? Up or down? Up or down? So 5 to 10, we know we have to count up: 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this would be something that we're going to multiply. So we're going to multiply by some number. Okay, so 5 times what is 10? 5, 10. Oh, I only had to skip count by 2. So 5, 10. So that's times 2. And then let's check. Whatever you do at the top, you got to do the bottom. So is 6 times 2, 12? Okay, remember you can interact with the screen. So when you're doing this on your own, I want you guys to have your Figma up, and I want you to be putting stamps and emojis all over this, and I can still see it. Okay. So yes, 6 times 2 is 12. So that means that we multiplied by 2, right? We had to multiply by 2 to get to our answer, which means our scale factor is 2. Before I talk about our exit ticket, I wanted to say congratulations to our volleyball team. You guys killed it last night at your game. I'm hoping that I'll see some of you guys there this weekend at your tournament. So good job, guys. Also, another announcement, you guys will have a project in about 3 weeks, and we will deal a lot with scaling up and scaling down. I just want to make sure that we get this in cement before we start going on with the big project, okay? But it's going to be a lot of fun. I've already talked to quite a few of you about it, and last year's students really loved it. Okay? So your exit ticket, you're going to add a sticky note, and then you're going to draw your conclusion inside, or you're going to type it. If we have a scale factor of 3 and our original square had a side of 15, what is our new length of each side going to be?